white, cold and quiet. Sunday, December 18th, 1983.
Storm watch. Winter storm watch tonight. Cloudy and cold today with a 30% chance of rain mixed with freezing rain in the afternoon. High in the mid-30s. 60% chance of freezing rain tonight. Low in the upper 20s. Cold with freezing rain mixed with snow tomorrow. High in the low 30s.
What we have here today can safely be described as continuously deteriorating weather conditions. Sunday church services have been totally cancelled. Newspaper delivery has been halted and will remain halted for the foreseeable future. Automotive travel is not only treacherous but in some areas completely impossible. Meanwhile, the news on the radio keeps going on and on about the sudden and unexpected resignation of the University of Arkansas head football coach Lou Holtz.
People of this state are responsible for my improvement as a person, a husband, a father, and in my religious belief. My faith in God had not grown while I was here. I'm not certain I could handle this situation. I am sorry I cannot personally say goodbye to our athletes and coaches and tell them how much I love them and appreciate them.
I'm wandering around the living room at the moment, half listening to my mom talking to my oldest sister on the phone in the hall. In front of the window facing the road, our new Christmas tree stands dark and covered with fake snow and useless electric lights. With absent-minded boredom, I grab a handful of silver icicles from a branch and whisk them through the air like a comet. Fun. Bored by that, I stop and stare at myself in one of the blue Christmas bulbs clinging to the tree with the help of a thin wire hook. My image is stretched and comically distorted across its reflective surface like a funhouse mirror. My breath briefly fogs over the image. Losing immediate interest in the bulb, I thump it and let it dangle. I'm beginning to feel some early symptoms of cabin fever. I'm tired of being inside and I don't want to go outside. There are too many options left after that. Using cold, stiff hands, I carefully arrange the gifts beneath the tree. I specifically and greedily seek out the ones with my name written on the tag. I give them all a good shake or two, trying to guess their contents. I'm pretty sure that there's an Intellivision video game system wrapped up over there next to the piano. I've done some investigations on the size of the box the last time I was at Kmart, so I have a good idea of its shape and dimensions. I drift lazily away from the tree and around to the dining room table. The big potted plant in front of the south window over there is named George. He's something akin to a miniature palm tree. He lives in an old wooden pot and belongs to my sister, Jeannie. I'm betting that he's plenty cold over there. There are a couple of live poinsettias sitting around, all red and poisonous. Some people call them Christmas flowers. Terry told me that they'd kill you if you ate one. I haven't yet tested his theory, but I still have a couple of weeks to nibble on a leaf or two and learn the truth of the matter. Candy canes and other sweets are also in abundance. We got a small package of an orange, an apple, some nuts and peppermint from church last Sunday. I like that. It's simple and it's nice. The combination puts off a good smell. And what do you call that round peppermint candy? Peppermint whirls? Peppermint wheels? Peppermint circles? I can't remember, but there are tens of millions of those things circulating out there at this time of year. Christmas is exactly 1 week away now. The spirit of the season has been unexpectedly tampered with by this crisis of ice and snow that crashed in upon us on Friday morning. The spirit is still there, but it's been curtailed somewhat. Oh, look! The sun is peeking out again. There's a lot more freezing rain heading our way this afternoon, so don't get your hopes up about the storm being over or anything. See? Cloudy again. Feeling very cold, I decide to go back to bed. I take an orange with me from the kitchen. It's good, but I wish I could cook it. I'm already getting tired of things like cold tuna fish and crackers. I'm ready for cooked food now. Something hot or, at the very least, warmed over. I'm reading over my stack of Star Wars comics again. The most recent issue that I got just a week or so ago, issue number 80, takes place just before Return of the Jedi. The next issue, number 81, will take place right after Jedi. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with that. Luke and Leia have spent several issues searching the galaxy for rebel agent Tavanis, who holds the plans for the Empire's second Death Star. They have finally located Tay on a rainy jungle planet where he has been tortured by Darth Vader. Tay's silver droid, LE-914, hands over the data tapes to Luke and Leia and then kills the nearly dead Vanis as a mercy. It is quite a good issue. Oh, my copy is torn on the first 2 pages, so I've had to tape them up. I try not to let that distract me too much while I'm flipping through it. But it still does.
A winter storm watch is in effect for the western half of Arkansas today. That watch will extend to the entire state tonight. Snow is expected in the north, freezing rain and snow in central Arkansas, while rain and freezing rain will spread across southern parts of the state.
I just plain hate cold. My normal 2 showers per day have been curtailed significantly by the storm. After all, who wants to take a shower and then step out into a frigid house with your breath fogging out in front of you? I've done just that very thing a couple of times since Friday, and I feel a mild case of the flu brewing inside of me because of it. I do like the snow and ice though. It's neat. I only wish that it could have happened when school was actually in session so that we could have had some extra time off. Funny that the ice storm would hit just as school was letting out so we wouldn't miss any days. A conspiracy? I believe so. Well, some of the songs on the radio have been played often enough for them to start getting on my nerves now. Turning the radio off is not an option, however. The silence in the house is just not bearable without a little raw noise to disturb things. My mind would then start making its own noise to fill the void, and that is a lot worse than anything the radio may be playing. My brain would manage to choose the most annoying part to the most annoying song from the most annoying commercial and play it continuously until I get a migraine headache in my soul. This is one of the most boring days I have ever spent on Earth.